Hey Internet, it's Abby, aka Sleepy Wonder. It has been a while. I last came to you guys when I was doing my pre-op testing. I think it was like before I got into like the thick of it. Um, so I'm back, and today, July 20th, 2016, I am officially 1 month post-op VSG. Um, so I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy done on June 20th, 2016 at UPMC McGee Women's Hospital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with the lovely and talented Dr. Giselle Hamad. I am 5 feet 4 inches tall. When I started my pre-op program, I was at my high weight of 257 pounds. Day of surgery, I was 240 pounds, and today I am 220.6 pounds. So that is a 19.4 pound loss in surgery and about 37 pounds since I started all this. So cool. Um, so in an effort to make videos more consistently, I'm gonna do it. That sentence made no sense. I don't know. I don't know why I said it. Um, so I think today I'm just going to, real quick, talk about my experience with surgery and in the hospital and what this month has this past month has entailed. Don't look at my gross fingernails. They need to be done so bad. They're so gross. So, my surgery was on a Monday morning. I had to be at the hospital at 7 for 9:15 surgery. So, they took me back to the little holding area where I had to put on this hospital gown that was like the size of a fitted sheet for a bed. It was so big on me. No matter how tight I tied it, it was just like falling off. Um, Pretty sure I flashed some hospital personnel. So, oops. Cover that up. The While I was waiting for surgery, they started my IV and some antibiotics, and they gave me some anti-nausea meds. They put a little dot patch behind my ear to prevent nausea. I think they gave me like a shot in my leg for blood clot and also for nausea, I think. But I had a lot of anti-nausea meds, which was really good because I did not luckily have any nausea after the fact. Um, so they gave me a sedative right before they took me to the operating room. So I had my parents and my boyfriend back with me in the holding cell, and they were getting ready to take me to the operating room. Um, said goodbye, and that's when I freaked out a little. I started crying. So the nurse was like, "We're gonna sedate you now." So she, I don't know what they put in my IV, but like from that point forward, my one cat is meowing. He's like napping in his box and he's meowing. So I don't know if you can hear that. He stopped. So from that point on, I really don't have much of a recollection. I don't really remember being wheeled to the OR. I remember they like kind of parked me outside for a minute. Um, oh, and I was talking to one of the no, there was a med student in the OR, and I was talking to him about Jello. I just remembered that. Um, and they like transferred me onto the operating table, which felt really like narrow. It felt like it was just like a middle plank of wood that I was laying on. And I remember absolutely nothing after that. The surgery was like legitimately the easiest part. I just fell asleep. And then I woke up in the recovery room. I think I was there for a few hours. There was some snafu with like finding rooms or something, like I don't know. But I was there for a really long time. I was not in a lot of pain after surgery. It felt just like I did like 6,000 crunches. And anytime like I tried to use like my stomach muscles to like sit up, or when they had me get up and walk and things like that, that was painful, but nothing that I couldn't handle. I had a PCA pump, which is a little button that you press and it releases pain meds. I had that for the first day. And I don't think they had me get up and walk the day of my surgery. I think they had me do it the next morning after they took out my catheter and switched me from morphine to liquid painkillers, I think. A lot of the hospital is really hazy for me because I slept a lot, um, and I was on painkillers, so a lot of that is really hazy. There's only one problem really after surgery. They took the catheter out of me, and I couldn't pee, which happens a lot. Like your bladder just doesn't wake up after you have so much like anesthesia; it's still kind of asleep. Um, and so what they did was they did a bladder scan where they go over your where your bladder is, with like kind of a little thing like they do an ultrasound, and it like tells you how much pee is in you. So they did that, and then they had to recatheterize me, to get all the pee out, and then after that, I was fine. Um, so I was in the hospital Monday night, Tuesday night. They discharged me Wednesday, and I went home. First day at home, like once I got home, sucked. I was drinking my fluids, and dumbass me, I wasn't paying attention, and like my boyfriend or my mom didn't catch it. But I was drinking out of a little tumbler with a straw. Don't do that. Don't be like me. That just like introduced so much like extra air into my stomach and gave me the worst gas pains. Like the only time that I was in significant pain was then. Like I've never been in labor or had a child, but I assume that the pain I was feeling was not unlike giving birth. Excuse me. It was awful. Again, I don't remember a lot about it. I um, texted one of my mom's coworkers who also had sleeve surgery. I texted her about pain. I had no recollection that I had done that, um, but I got up and moving, and burping and all of that helped. So that was like the most pain that I was in. My incisions were, they were sore. I had a big one that was where they took all of the stuff out, and that was the one that was the most sore. And it was like kind of like if you looked at my stomach, it was kind of like indented. That was the worst of the incisions, and that pain was gone within a week. So that was good. One thing though that I will caution anybody who has not been sleeved yet: a lot of people get constipated after surgery. Some people, like me, are the opposite. In the interest of being honest and sharing my experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm going to tell you the ugly. I shit my pants. I shit my pants. So, be aware that that's a thing that can happen. Like I said, some people are constipated. I had like nonstop diarrhea. So, stay hydrated if that happens to you, and never trust a fart. That's what I'm going to say about that. Little meows. Little cat meows. Fergie bird. He's dreaming in his little cat box. What else? Oh, yes. I think the worst part of recovering was the emotional aspect. So, you get back from the hospital and you're on this clear liquid diet, and all I had was like red jello and red popsicles, and I was so friggin' sick of jello and popsicles. Like all I wanted was like a protein shake or anything, something, anything that didn't taste like the color red. So like that, and I was having some buyer's remorse setting in. So maybe 3 or 4 days post-op, I was having like a really tough emotional time of it, and also coupled with the fact that I shit my pants was not making me a very happy person. Um, so that all dissipated after about a week. I felt like myself. I am on like soft foods now, so it's pretty much, with some exceptions, the way that I'll be eating, what will be my new normal. Um, so things that I cannot have, I can't have bread, um, tortillas, pasta, rice, that kind of thing. Nothing like that for 9 months, um, which is going to be very hard because I am Italian, and I'm pretty sure I came out of the womb holding a loaf of Italian bread. But it hasn't really bothered me that much so far. Hello, I'm moving the camera in the computer. Lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm not allowed to eat salad for 4 months, and I'm also not, weirdly, not allowed to have apples for 4 months. So those are like the big things, and also carbonation is a big no-no. I've given up Diet Coke, which sucks. I just want a freaking Diet Coke. That's all I want. I don't ask for much. A Diet Coke would be very nice. But all things considered, things have been going very well. My hair looks stupid. This is a terrible angle, and this shirt is like super big on me. It's a V-neck, and so I would put the camera a little lower, but you will see my bra. And this is not that kind of channel. Sorry. Anyway, I am going to wrap this up by saying that I'm going to try and consistently make more videos, considering I have all this free time. I'm a teacher and I don't go back to work/school until the end of August. So I've got some time. I also have an Instagram that I post on much more frequently than I do on YouTube. I'll put a link to it in the downstairs. But it is Sleevy Wonder VSG, all one word. I update there more frequently than I do here, sorry. And one other thing, the lovely Chloe at the Sleeve Reprieve posted this video a couple days ago with the tag Confessions of a Fat Girl, where you basically put it all out there, all like the ugly, gross, bad, deceitful things that you did that led you to being to the point where you had weight loss surgery. So I will be doing a Confessions of a Fat Girl video. That'll probably be the next one. I'm going to definitely need to make some notes and revisit all of the bad, gross, embarrassing, icky things that I did that made me end up at 257 pounds. So, I've talked enough for now. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Mwah.